Greetings, blessed love, and a royal welcome to my channel. I am Life and Light Productions. Just Sparks, I am your host. Today, I just want to reason with the eyes them on the topic of repatriation. Because there are ones who still eyes to forward and repatriate, and seeing that repatriation is a voluntary thing, the reality is we cannot have our hopes or dependencies on the collective. You see it? Now, in my repatriation experience, I have repatriated with my family 4 years now. When we came here, I had an income coming. It was during the time of COVID, and they locked down the whole place, and I ended up losing the job that I had in America and applied for unemployment and got it and decided that, you know what, let's make a move on this unemployment here, because it is an income that I'm getting and it will do better for us in Africa. So in doing so, a lot of bills I piled up and all these things, trying to get ourselves situated, get our plane ticket and everything, shop for everyone, and have everything set, with money put down for when we come here to get land and all these other kind of things. So when we made the step, when they opened back up the borders, we bought our tickets right away. And we came here, Now, if it wasn't for that, I don't think we would have made it here to Ghana, because we know to prepare and come to Ghana to move from one country to our next takes a lot of preparation. You see it? Now, at that moment of the COVID, our minds weren't, on the point of, okay, we can go back and forth to America. COVID painted a different picture, to us, where we saw it as, let's get out of here, because things are not seeming to get better in America. So we came here and we had an income, and we met up with the guy that we came and meet, our host. He wasn't an elder, he was a young youth, but, you always talk about repatriation and to us, and we end up linking with him and we came here to Volta region, and in trying to acquire land and creating a farm and these things, I don't know if it's because he was young, he did not see our vision and the future that we had, in our mind of our coming here. So after a year, we start to realize that, these people are, he's playing around. So we end up leaving from around him, and we end up meeting one of the repatriates that has been here for 20 years. And he sent a Rasta man from Ghana here to accompany us and, help us out with trying to get land and stuff like that, which the Rasta man did. But he was also on the mindset of trying to chop us, like if we are now his work and we must pay him so that he can live and survive, which we quickly caught up to it and denied that, and in the process of that, we got 10 acres of land. You see, that was a good thing out of it. But after that now, the money from the unemployment had finished, and then we had some money left over, and also we had tax return, which we was about to file, and, we would get some more money, In that space of time, my wife was always on Facebook because you all know she's a fashion designer, and she always trying to sell her products or clothing and stuff like that, online, whether it be YouTube, whether it be Instagram, whether it be Facebook. But a lot of the Rastafari community in the West, never really, you know, joined with us and tried to create some sort of business, where we can send, material and share butter and all these kind of things from here to there and create some sort of, income base for us to continue going in our quest of building a repatriation center for the eyes them to come forward. Because that was one of the first things we saw when we got here. There is no place set for us as repatriates to come and be able to drop in safe hands. And when you hear the story down here, most of the repatriates that come down here drop in hands that just want to take everything. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame the people because they're here in poverty as well. You know? And the ones them who are into their business and stuff, they're always busy. They're doing their work and stuff like that. So when you come here and you meet up with ones them who are always free, understand that they're loafers. You know what I'm saying? So when we came here, we never had that dependency on the collective in that sense of we depend on them in order to survive. We had our strategy, we had the clothing line and we had these other things where we, was trying to create, a money base, a financial base, economic base, where we can continue surviving here as we build and live. You know what I'm saying? Now, after the 2 years had passed and we didn't get, and the unemployment stopped coming, we decided then now that we will try and open a store here so we can generate some money. So my wife got the store and, she's still doing her promotions, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and these things, but not getting any support, where in New York alone, it got so much Rastas that have stores that know my wife and could take her products and sell it in the store, but they refuse to. You know what I'm saying? Because the unity in the Rastafari community is not there in action. It's just there in words. You see? And these are one of the things them that we experience coming here. Because we really thought that by us making the move, the collective would see and, would get a jump start to say, yo, two of the warriors them gone over and them man ready to build a foundation for we to step across and leave this place, I thought that, we thought that they would have seen significance in it, but they didn't. You know what I'm saying? And after my wife got the business, the store, and seeing that it wasn't picking up, the people them here was not really taking to her designs and stuff like that. And our brothers and sisters in the West was not being, on that collective, stance. So we decided that she gonna come back to America and work. Yes, right? In that there developing and she waiting for her passport to come from Jamaica, she end up passing away. Yes, right? Now, when that happened, it was a detriment to this family. You know what I'm saying? But it created a kind of a ripple effect. You see? Because the little strength that we was getting from before when she was here, from my brethren them and from her brethren them, automatically stopped. The same week she passed. You see it, my people? Now, I ain't got no income. Hardly anyone is sending any strength and helping. I family. And then now I'm here. My wife has passed. And I have my children. to take care of. You see it? So in the process of that now is where my awakening started to take place. Because I couldn't moan. I couldn't complain. I couldn't be angry. Because at that time, my children them was watching every little movement I make. I couldn't move from among them. So I couldn't even go in the bathroom and cry. As soon as I make a move, they make a move with me. You know what I'm saying? And if I cry and sad, they cry and they sad. So I had to maintain this happiness. And I had to keep it always before them. Because from that time last year when my wife passed away in September until now, I haven't left from in front of them. You see it? And it has been an experience. Let me put it that way. You know? An experience where it taught me a different side of life. You see it? And it taught me that the words that people speak, you see it? They take it very vaguely when they speak it. A lot of times they don't even mean what they speak. You see it, my people? So, in that process now, I had to keep that joyful persona, even though I don't have a steady income coming. You know, the little help that I get in, it's not fully filling my needs. My children are here. You know, I don't have any money to push forward to start anything, to have something going. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I used to call and ask brethren and them for help and thing. Nobody won't answer me. Some of them stop talk to me. When I call, they just don't answer. When I text, they don't even return the text. They don't even look on it. You see it? Some of them, you know what I'm saying, they speak a lot about God. But I guarantee you, if they were in my shoe, the God that they serve in me, they wouldn't want to serve to themselves. You see it? But I, man, just hold the joy. And I don't complain. I'm telling you, I went through the personality of Moses, facing Pharaoh. You see it? I went through many different personalities in the Bible. You see it? Lived it. Abraham. You see it? And understand the meaning of them. You see it? Because I'm telling you, it have a lot of ones out there that are saying a lot of things, but they're far from it. You see it, my people? Far from it. And this repatriation trod is not an easy trod. You have to be ready for the obstacles that will come your way. You know, this wasn't something that I called on for myself. It came my way. You see it? And I'm in a situation now where I can't move. And I have to remain still contented and happy. Because my children's life depends on it more so than mine. You see it? And in my awakening, I am taught that I am not to beg. You see it? So it's a whole different ball game with the eye. That's why the eyes them don't see me here begging for any bread. You see it? I go within. And I seek the I am within for all the things them that I need. And in some way, shape, or form, He provides for I. And I have. And I always have. And I will always have. And those are my thoughts. You see it? But there are many here, repatriates that is, that don't have the same mind as mine. You see it? And a lot of them, like one elder brethren, saying the Honorable Priest Harald, he was the one that took care of King Emmanuel on his dying bed. He was there laying down on the ground when King Emmanuel transcended. And he made a move and came here with the help of an elder woman. And when he got here with the elder woman passed away. And he has been here ever since, struggling, trying to keep it together. But most of us, like with our pride, we don't come out and beg for help. We try and make a way. And it is surprising to see that a lot of the ones them in the West will make voices, will make songs like, oh, them for help themselves. And them for do it for themselves, who tell them to go over there. Most of us repatriates, when we come here to Ghana, our brethren and sisters in the West will give us this talk. If things don't go well over there, my brother, come back to your yard or come back home. And to we, the repatriates, is like a strange thing. Because we are saying now, where is home to you? Is it here in Africa? Or is it there in Babylon? Now you're hearing a lot of ones now say that the black people, African people, is indigenous to Jamaica and indigenous to the Americas. Looking over all the ancient history and teachings, And because these little things here popping up nowadays, they join it because they do not want to make a move. And they're only speaking repatriation with their mouth. So I urge the ones them, until there is a proper foundation set here in Africa for the eyes them coming forward. The eyes them will go through a lot of ups and downs when the eye them make the move, and many of the eyes them won't. Because the preparation to move from one country to the next takes a lot. The eyes them need to put trust in those that you all don't know. Trust and love, is what will take us over the hump. Because many of the ones them over there can't even trust and love your brethren and your sister that you see daily. How then would you all trust and love I? Or any other of the repatriates that is not around you all, that you all haven't seen, haven't known, and then they're calling for help to work with them so that they can build a foundation here. How many of the eyes them have it in the eye them heart to work with I and I, to show that unconditional love? Many of them, many don't have it. They don't have that love. They don't even know what it is. They cannot even express it. To believe and trust in someone who they don't know. But then they say they know God. They serve God. You're not saying an entity with them can't see, But them I tell you, say them know God and them serve God and trust God. Saying and love God. But the own people them, they don't love and trust and, and these things too. So it's a real awakening that has come to I. So, I really want to stress to the eyes them, cause to the sister in that link I on the channel, saying that she have 4 youths, 4 sons, and she ready to make the move and come home. She have her eyes on Ethiopia and Ghana. I want to say to the I Empress, structure yourself and prepare before you make the move. Make sure you have a means of income when you get here, whether it be to Ethiopia or to here in Ghana. And make sure you link with a repatriate here in Ghana that has been here for at least 3 years, that knows the people, that knows the ins and outs of the country, that is able to get you land. And work with them before you come here. Get yourself some land. If you have a king man, Let your king man go first, or you come take a trip. Situate the land and start building the house. It will take you all, if you all work hard enough, a year to 2 years to build a nice 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom, 1-story, 2-story house. All it takes is teamwork. And you could leave from America and enter into your own home. You see it, my people? And this is the reality of repatriation and what it's supposed to be. If we would work hand in hand, we can make this happen. But enough of the eyes them is still in that Willing syndrome. The eyes them don't trust each other. You don't trust your brother and your sister. You don't even love. You don't even know what it is. Because to see I and I family here. You know what I'm saying? After what happened with my wife. And we here. And I voiced this before. But never begging. And no one will come out and openly, willingly give that helping support that is needed. You know, it's something to break the heart, you know. But man hold firm. And man knows say, yo, when me look at things, you know, and me come to the awakening and me say, wow, is this really the reality that I have created for myself? You know, and for my family? To see that there are ones and ones around I and I that I claim to be my brethren and sisterins. And they don't even have the love of a brethren or a sisterin to I. But I have them around I as I brethren and sisterin. Because I who draw them to I, you know. You see it? And when I was going through my thing, when my wife passed, you know what I'm saying? And no help was given. You know what I'm saying? And I have no one to cry to. It's in myself I had to go. And seeking self is where I come and find the Most High. You see it, my people? That's where I find the Most High within myself. And that's why I speak the way I speak, because it's from experience. You see it? And I still here living today. You see it? Without an income. You see it? No job. You know what I say? And I still have my children them I take care of. But I not beg nobody nothing. You see it? I not beg a soul. And for the ones them who truly have God in their heart, they will offer an helping hand. You see it? And this is the teaching that it is showing I. If someone has love in their heart, they will serve it to others. Love is an action, and it's done with service. God is an action, and it's done with service. And many of the eyes them say that the eye them have God in them and love in them with no service. So then what kind of love is that? What kind of God is that? And if you all was in my shoes or in any other repatriates or in anybody else's shoe that is going through tribulation, how would you want the world to treat you? You see it, my people. And this is the teachings that I am receiving. I may not cry to no one. Me not beg no one. Me not plead with no one to be good. You see, I am changing it all within me. Getting rid of all those who claim to be my friends but are my enemies within me. Purifying myself, my mind, my soul from all iniquity. You see it? From all unfairness. From all condemnations. From all, what they call it, criticism. You know what I say? Because when you criticize people, you are committing hate to people. You see it? And all those things have to be eradicated. You know what I say? So all hate, all criticism, I man have to take out the eye. You know what I'm saying? and see the world in a new light. You see it, my people? You know? And find that joy of salvation within I. I know that I own salvation, and it is I that has brought myself into this situation, and that is only I that can take myself out. You see it? Enough of hydrants them that turn the blind eye, you know what I'm saying, and played Pharaoh to me, Moses. You see it? I realize that act of playing Pharaoh is in them. Why they can act it out. You see it? And it's not that I necessarily have put it upon myself. For if they were a true friend, no act of Pharaoh or turning away or hardening of heart could have been done in them. You know, so it's an awakening. You know what I'm saying? It's a renewal and it's a perfection of mind. That we must continually think that only the perfect serve us. Only the perfect are around us. And create in ourselves a perfect world. That we may receive the experience of a perfect world outside of us. You see it? So, yeah. Repatriation on the front. Enough ones and ones over here. I go through the struggle. You know what I'm saying? I need a strength. You know what I'm saying? And the first words that you hear out of ones and ones in the West is, what them didn't prepare. Oh, them should do it for themselves. And it's so far from the truth. So far from the truth. You see it, my people? You know? So, yeah. Me learn to just sit and be able to be still in the midst of all tribulation. Remain happy and remain joyful and remain content, knowing that better is coming, better is ahead, which in better is now. Decide and live in a better state now. You know, you over so much say, live in a better state now till it come. You see it? And don't cause no sort of criticism, no sort of blame. You know, I say no sort of judgment upon anyone. You see it? Though you see things may be going the way it may be going. Know that it's multiple bad seeds for years that we have been planting, that I have been planting. And they must develop and come to harvest and wither away before the new seeds of perfection come and grow. You see it, my people. So, I man, I go on hold firm to the road that has been given I to walk with all humility and with all diligence and with all perseverance too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a lazy person. You see it? Yeah, man. And to the ones them that can hear and that can see, to do. Do. You see it, my people? Yeah. But preparation is working together. Unity. You see it? The collective is how we prepare this repatriation movement with the collective. We need unity so that it can be done and done right. Everyone waiting for one person to do it all for themselves, and then they jump on the bandwagon. And they don't realize that the eyes can't do with the ears. I do. And the mouth can't do with the hand. I do. And the foot can't do with the stomach. I do. But them want one person do everything. You know what I'm saying? It's all the different organs working together that build and move the body. You see it? So we know it's a body of people that have to come together, even though it's and work under one mind, which is the same type of mindset to bring forth the correct outcome. You see it? The proper and right outcome. You see it, my people? Yeah, man. So I really thought it was important because today was one of those days that I go through where I have to sit in the stillness and know say that all is well, even when it seems not to be. You see it? Until that brighter day comes and things are as they supposed to be. You see it? So we're learning and we're growing and we're teaching and sharing as we do so. You know? Yeah. So I give thanks to the eyes them listening to I. And I hope the eyes them really get the message of what I am saying. Repatriation is a voluntary thing. It's a personal thing. You know what I'm saying? But in repatriating, you need unity. For unity is the strength. You see it, my people. We need true friends, true brothers, and true sisters. You know what I'm saying? Those of action, of deed, and not just of word only, with smiles in their face. Yeah, but they're not really there with you. You see it? Yeah, man. I'm going through it, and I have gone through it, and I will go through it until I fulfill my mission here on earth. You see it? Bringing heaven on earth, or the perfection of my mind into existence. Yeah, it will take time, and time is all we have, so I am faithful to the vision, faithful to a free Africa, a redeemed Africa, it's like a liberated Africa. So until such time, I bid each and every one of you a blessed day, blessed night, wherever you may be. Love to you and your family, deep from in my heart, because I might not have material to give to you all, but the word is worth much more than the material. Besides, the word that I am giving is words of liberation, words of redemption, besides, words of repatriation. So until such time, more love and blessings, royal family, my royal eyes. I am.